with,
Yeah.
you're gonna do that to someone who's like, she's given you two kids that you know at one point in their life are going to recognize that that's what you did. And if your child comes up to you and says, "Oh, high five, dad. Yeah, I'm glad you screwed mom over out of that money. Good job."
And you know what?
You're not screwing just the mother. You're screwing your entire family because you didn't
Right.
engage in that relationship. You didn't engage.
Right.
I mean, that's savage. You didn't engage in that relationship because you were looking to see how you could break up at the end and score
Right.
$10.50.
But I asked Teresa Jadus the same question. I asked Adrian Malouf the same question. I've asked, who's the other house? All the house. I always ask them the same question. Do you think if you were not on the show, would you still be married to this person? And they
Teresa would be.
same thing. No,
No.
no,
Really?
she would.
Well,
No, she would not.
listen to Undress the
Yeah,
podcast
she
with Paul and
reveals some
Patrick,
really interesting
because
stuff.
you're gonna learn so much
Yeah.
more that you didn't even know. And that's why I was telling you earlier, there's a lot of things that
Because you
have
think
never
that
been said before.
people want to
reveal it.
right, people want to blame it on the show. But if you go into this show, you go into TV with cracks in your marriage, then it's just going to crack. If you go in strong, you're going to stay strong. It doesn't matter what cameras are on, as long as you have that foundation in your life and your relationship and your marriage, then you'll be okay. Adrienne Maloof said the same thing. She said that she all Beverly Hills Housewives did was escalate it and speed up the process.
Well,
But it will happen eventually.
I see that. Two things. Adrian Malouf is an actual icon amongst us. We bow down to the House of Malouf. Very sorry I couldn't be at her Christmas party. Thanks for getting me on the list. Next year, like you guys said,
It was amazing.
it needs to be earlier in December. Please get me back on the list.
I actually told her, because we were doing a walkthrough, with the decorations and everything throughout the house, and because we're there all the time.
She is an icon.
When I was doing the walkthrough, I said, "Adrian, you can't move out of this house.
Yeah, she wants to move out.
I want you to stay here because this is where your roots are. This is where your family is. This is where your home is."
Well, after I got the invite, like the final invite, the one 2 days before, where it's like, here's the address. That's the first thing I did. I Googled it, I put it in, and I'm like, oh, this is the same house. I mean, I know I could have just asked the two of you, but I was like, oh my God, this is the actual house from the show. Like, darling, I'm telling you, I had something on like a Friday and a Monday. I literally would have been in New York, but I thought of it. Trust me, I was like, I got to go to this. This is like Adrian's house. So thank you.
You know, she changed the date. It was funny because she changed the date last year. For last year's, from the year before, we were late to her party because we had Jeff Lewis's event, the Chumpness, same night. So she asked me in January of 2024, when is Jeff Lewis's event in Christmas, so I don't make the same date? And she didn't. But then Sutton had her party, same thing.
And we missed her.
Yeah, as an event. And so we told Sutton, we're like, Sutton, next year when you do your party, you have to let me know so I can find out what the Jeff Lewis dates are so you don't do it. And we told Adrian, you need to do your Christmas party like the second week in December or the first week in December. Like, be the first one. You don't need to be that late towards Christmas, because it was, people are traveling, they're gone, they're at other parties, so much going on. Yeah.
And as far as she's an icon, I agree. And as far as listening to Teresa on your podcast, how insulted would you be if I played it? Now you're going to get the download, it's going to count, and I turned the sound all the way down so I can't listen to Teresa's anything. Would you be insulted? I'm still listening. I'm just not listening, but you're getting the download. I love the both of you,
Okay,
but would you be insulted if I just skip over Teresa? Patrik is like, you are a shady bitch today. I'm just asking.
Hey,
but you know what, David?
Yes,
I think you're going to enjoy it. You're going to want to.
Good.
I'm going to want to hear it.
She was really open with us.
You're going to want to hear.
Can I say something about Adrian's Christmas party? Paul made is the most beautiful, stunning, green, emerald. She looked like
I
fucking coming out
saw.
of Wicked gown. She loved
It
it.
was on
She was like, "This is the most
every
beautiful dress I've ever worn." Like she
it
was
was on every
amazing.
platform imaginable.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it
it's
was
pretty cool.
insane.
I saw it. It was
No one,
gorgeous.
I'm because everybody loves Adrian
Yeah,
because she's so authentic.
yeah,
Love.
yep.
And I love that she is
She's so real.
You
so.
have it's
No, I'm gonna come next year. I have major PTSD, and I love that she is so iconic that she like leaves her own party. Like she's there, and then it goes on. She wants everyone to have a good time, and she just retires upstairs to God knows what room out of
she
all the
this year
rooms.
she
No, she
stayed
stayed.
so late.
No,
Didn't do
she
that this
stayed.
year.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
stayed.
There's three iconic parties that you have to come to at the end of this year. The Michael Jackson party at the Michael Jackson estate that the Jackson kids throw. We go every year. They didn't do it
Mhm.
last year or the year before because they were filming the biopic, the Michael Jackson biopic at the
Mhm.
estate. But they open it up every year and they're doing it. He did tell me they're doing it this year again. It's back. And it's amazing. You have all these dead Michael Jackson zombies walking
Well,
through the
don't tell them.
estate. It's really
It's
cool.
12 invitations, and you have to go through different stages of the invitation to get.
Security, it's crazy. So that party you got to go to. You have to go to Adrian Malouf's Halloween party. So you have to come to that.
So
And you
you
have to go
can
to Adrian
so you
Malouf's
can talk
Christmas party.
to so you can talk to Christina Aguilera being a unicorn, and you don't even know who she is.
Didn't even know who the fuck she was. He's talking to her, and I'm like, "That's Christina Aguilera." Oh, she's a unicorn.
Well, I don't know. Where did you grab it?
I may not. I mean, I guess I would recognize her. By the way, you guys are so blurry on this video, but I can hear you fine, just for whatever that's worth. Just for like a minute,
Are
you
we
were
still
blurry.
blurry?
Well, you weren't, but you were now
Okay.
for like a minute. But you know, I can hear what you're saying. No, these
Are we
are
back?
these
Or are we
are
still blurry?
less blurry. You're blurry.
Well, put
I
on
don't know why.
glasses, bitch. Put on glasses.
Listen,
Make your fucking eyes.
it still looks just fine. No, those are parties that I want to go to. Okay, so everybody agrees maybe Kyle should take a break from Beverly Hills, just for a minute, like sit a season out, maybe.
I think so.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's not even taking a break. I think she just needs to step back and really just be for her,
Yeah.
so that she's able to really process the major things that have been changing in her life. That, I mean, Portia's all grown up.
She lost a
Maurice Lo's
friend. She
moved
lost that
out.
friend of hers.
Yeah.
She's had the death of a beautiful soul, and then now she's in this house by herself. And
Yeah.
it's not even that you're lonely because you've got a lot of friends and people, but the space really resonates the aloneness a lot when you're just, it's hollow.
You know who I would love to see go back on Housewives? Crystal Kung Minkoff. I love her. We've got to know her. She's really fun. She's a regular on Jeff. She's going to be on our show, I think, next month.
Oh, I think she's going to be in Vegas.
Yeah, she really has just totally come out of her Housewives cocoon since she left Housewives. And I think if she went back, she would know how to, she would do it
But
the right
here's
way.
the thing. She was, maybe a little bit editing herself because of her husband and what the Housewives edits would look like. So she wasn't completely,
Oh my God. We were in Dallas
but she's so much
between Paul and Crystal putting the dollars down the strippers' jock straps. It was hilarious.
Well, Jeff was giving us money, so we're like, okay, baby. It was like, come here.
Crystal is hysterical. She's fun. She's really fun.
I don't disagree with that. I think that it was a good housewife that had a lot to give, and I think she's come into her own more now that she's off the show. And I really think it was just all stars. And like if she were on any other franchise, she would have been. I don't